everybody, welcome to socaldramtram. I'm Matt.
And I'm Caesar.
And if you're new here, we just want to say, hey, thanks for coming around. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click the little bell before you leave. That way you know whenever we drop a new video. And if you're a returning viewer, hey, we appreciate you sticking around. What do we got on the bar today, Caesar?
Today, we got a green spot on the dot.
Not a red spot, not a yellow spot, but a green spot.
That means go.
So, green spot, single pot still Irish whiskey. This is obviously an Irish whiskey, so it's from Ireland. And this is a really good bottle. And this one in particular, this is a Valentine's Day gift from my wife. A couple little things about green spot. We've done another spot series. We did yellow spot. It's up here in the corner somewhere. Be sure you check it out. God, that was like review number 2. That was so long ago.
So good.
And this is video number 30. Oh my gosh. Actually, it's video number 31, but it's review number 30 because we did an interview in there. Go check it out. It's right up here. We interviewed David DeFazio from Wyoming Whiskey.
Yeah.
He's pretty sweet.
Super
But
cool.
Nonetheless, back to this bottle. So this is green spot, single pot still Irish whiskey. I already said that. We're going to keep saying it again. But it's a really cool bottle. Like I said, we've done yellow spot, but this one in particular from Mitchell & Sons. And this one is actually from the Middleton Distillery. It's made specifically for Mitchell & Son, but it's from the Middleton Distillery.
Okay.
And the distillate shares the same new make as Redbreast 12. So I'm fairly confident we are going to like this.
Yeah.
Spoilers, we already know we like it. We've had it. But this is not the only one in their range. Like I said, you got green spot, you got yellow spot, which is a 12-year age statement. You've got red spot, which is a 15-year age statement. And a long, long time ago, there used to be a blue spot, which I think was 7 years, if I'm not mistaken. I wish they would bring that back. Mitchell & Sons, get on it. We want to try it. Nonetheless, though, this one is technically a non-age statement, so I guess you could call this a blend. It's aged in American oak casks and sherry casks.
Okay.
So what do we know about sherry and Matt? I'm going to like it. But before we get into the bottle too much, what coin are you going to be using today, Caesar?
Today, I'm going to be using my Sipper Social Club official coin. Ooh. And then for my coaster coin, it's going to be Old Soul.
Yeah, and while he's using those two coins, I'm going to be using my Whiskey Tribe coin. This is my patron coin, and on the back it says Magnificent Bastard.
That's exactly what you are.
At least that's the rumor. Nonetheless, so I forget, have you had this with me or have you had it by yourself?
I've had it only once, and that was actually with you.
Okay, so just it's been a while then. What are you expecting as you kind of get into this? Because I just had some last night, kind of in preparation for this. I was doing a little bit of light reading on it, and I had forgotten. It had been in the cabinet for a while, and I kind of rearranged the bar a little bit, and so it's made its way out of the cabinet. And so I was like, oh, I'm gonna have some green spot tonight. And I forgot how much I really like this.
So one thing I'm gonna say about the spots is that obviously you guys know, if you don't now you do, that yellow spot is actually my favorite Irish whiskey. Yellow spot is my favorite. And one thing I noticed with the yellow spot versus most other whiskeys I have is that tastes the same all the way down. At least for me it did. It tasted the same when it was up here, and even like 6 months, 7 months later when it was down here, tasted the exact same. And I was blown away. I was like, wow, this tastes like, I'm opening it for the first time again. So I'm glad it stayed consistent. However, I hope the green spot stays the same. I would only assume since it came from the same place.
Yeah, I mean, again, I haven't had it in a little while, and having it last night and even just taking another sip right now, it's still very reminiscent from when I first poured the neck pour. You get that sherry influence on the nose too. Like it's a much sweeter, fruitier nose, but less than sherry. You actually I don't know if it's the name suggesting it, but green apples come straight to the front whenever I nose this glass. Like green apple, honeysuckle, very light, just very pretty. I love that yellow spot that you brought over, and it's a really great whiskey. I almost find this a little more interesting, though, in terms of the palate. The nose on this, though, I really, really enjoy. Like I said, it's just so light and pretty. It's got some floral in there.
Very light.
But like I said, that green apple honeysuckle is just so delicious. What are you getting on the nose?
On the nose, I'm trying to push past, the Sharpie scents. What percentage is it? Only like 40 something?
Mm-hmm.
40%. Yeah, for it being 40%, it smells like it's a little bit more than that.
Well, this one, it's oxidized a little bit, but you know, it's not really gonna hurt it. You know what I mean? Only at 40%. But this one, it does still have a little bit of spikiness to it. And I don't know if that kind of helps contribute to me saying it's a little bit more interesting. I guess it's just giving me a little bit more engagement. But yeah, it's just really good. On the palate, I get a little bit of that green apple, but interestingly enough, a lot more of those sherry notes come forward for me anyway. But the one that really pops out for me is just like toffeed almonds. Like, have you ever had like toffee almonds, like, you know, like from Disneyland, where you get like the mix of like toffee crunch and almonds and chocolate? Super hard one, yeah. Like, that is this glass for me, and it's just so nice. It's so rounded off. It's just got a really, really good experience for it. Price on this guy, like we said, it's 40% alcohol by volume, or ABV. Price on this guy, I routinely see it between $45 to $55. So I think the price for it is definitely on point for it. There's another green spot out there. It's a little bit more of a specialty, like a special edition bottle. I forget what the finish is on it, but that one goes for a little bit more expensive. But this is more core range. Interesting fact about this one almost became extinct for a while. This one was basically just kind of put out of business for a little bit, and then they decided to ramp up production and they brought it back full time, which I'm really happy about, because I was telling Caesar today, this is one of those bottles where as soon as it gets the bottom, I'm going to immediately go out and replace it. Like, I really do enjoy this bottle that much. What are you getting on the palate now?
On the palate, fresh, crisp green apples. Like, you got it on the nose. On the nose, I couldn't really push past the alcoholness. But as far as flavor goes, it's right there. It's laid out for you. You know, just that fresh green apples, a crisp bite, or fruits in general. Citrus fruits is really what I get from it.
Yeah, and I mean, because it is Irish, it's definitely lighter, it's prettier. It's about 98,000 degrees outside today. Not actually 98,000, but it's definitely 98 degrees. It's really hot, and this almost goes down like water. It's very light, very easy to drink.
Definitely.
It's got a nice oaky finish, but oaky without that spice peppered influence, right? Mm-hmm. Like, it's just kind of nice and subtle, kind of like you walked into a workshop, right? And you have that like fresh sanded wood smell, where you get that, but there's none of that sharp peppery bite from it. At least for me.
No.
So like, it's a damn good whiskey. Like, it's just really solid. So have you put any water on it yet?
Nope.
So I just dropped 3 drops on it and kind of let it sit.
I don't even remember putting water on it the last time.
I don't know if we did at that point. We also might have been drunk, and I don't remember. It's only 40%, so I only dropped 3 drops in it just because I want to see how it'll hold up. But man, it really toes down that Sharpie note that you're always talking about, or for me, that like rubbing alcohol. But man, it's good.
Yeah, honestly, green apple is the biggest like breakthrough, and for those of you at home that really don't have a developed palate, it's really not hard at all to get green apples from this, even if you're not used to it. So this is definitely one of the easier drinkings, easier to get stuff. For those of you out there trying to get into something new.
So it's interesting. With the water, I kind of lost the sweeter honeysuckle, and I started to get more in the sour green apple. But on the palate, the honey came straight back. So it was almost like this reverse effect, right? So I lost it in the nose, but I got it more so on the palate. It's really interesting. But yeah, it becomes that more apple tart, crisp, but like sour. Like sour apple candy almost. Like sour Jolly Ranchers. That's exactly what this is. Sour green apple Jolly Rancher with the water. Wow. Would I prefer it neat or with the water? I think I'm going to go neat, just because I like the combination of the honeysuckle and the green apple more so than the sour green apple candy. But this is still good with some water on it.
With the water on the nose, I really got, to be honest, I got the blueberry Sharpie smell. Like, you know the Sharpie that smells like blueberry? So...
yeah, like the Crayola markers?
No, not Sharpie, I'm sorry. Expo markers for whiteboards.
Okay,
the blueberry ones, you know? So, I mean, you get a little bit of the alcohol, but at the end, you get a little bit of that blueberry fruit that comes out, at least for me.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think the cool thing about this one, right, is if I'm looking to introduce somebody to whiskey, or if I'm looking to somebody and they're like, yeah, I want to try something, I've had a couple of bourbons, things like that. I may want to try scotch, but I'm not quite ready for peat smoke or anything. This is your bridge. This is your bridge.
Yep.
This is easy sipping.
Yep.
It'll stand up to a little bit of water. It's flavors that I think people could easily pick out. Like flavor patterns are all about like being able to recall it from memory, right?
Definitely.
If you don't have that, memory of a flavor, you're never going to be able to recall it. But apples, I think everybody's had an apple in their life, right?
And green
so
apples
you
at that,
can
that's a
very
distinct,
easily pull that flavor forward,
Yeah.
and you can maybe turn somebody on to something, and they're like, oh, I didn't realize there was this whole world to explore in this, which is really cool. So I think this is like a perfect bridge for somebody who's looking to kind of experiment in world whiskeys for sure.
I agree.
Our buddy Jesse, right? As soon as he saw the Yellow Spot review, he's like, how do I get some of that? You know what I mean? So for sure, I think this is a really good bridge. As far as a rating goes on this guy, $50, we'll call it 50, between 45 to 55, split the difference and call it 50. 40% ABV, Irish whiskey. A lot of Irishes out there that are a little bit cheaper, that are not as good. I think this is priced perfectly, and I think the flavors are great. I'm going to give it a 4. Maybe I'm a little biased because it's a Valentine's Day gift, but I really do like this. Like I said, I think I might like it more than the Yellow Spot. Maybe we'll do a side-by-side comparison. A Red Spot is always in my line of sight. Hopefully I'll be able to pick one up at some point. But this one, for me, it's a 4. I think it's really good, easy drinking on a damn hot day like it is today, or it's good to introduce somebody to that's never had an Irish, and I think they'll get something out of this that's really nice. So it's a 4 from me. How about you? That's a 4 out of 5, by the way.
Yeah, I was actually gonna say, like, I already had it from like 2 minutes into the video. I was like, I'm gonna name it a 4. I'm gonna give it a 4. I do like it a lot. So yeah, for me it's a 4 as well, because just like I said, it's very easy sipping, something that anyone can really actually pick out certain flavors from, even if you're not that developed of a palate. And most importantly, just like today, and just like we proved today, we were out in the heat, in the 98-degree heat, just to get good shots of this stuff.
We do it all for you.
and it's still enjoyable, even though it's super hot. So because of that is why I'm also give it a 4 out of 5, because hey, it's the way to go.
Well, hey guys, it's a 4 from both of us. Do us a favor, hit us up in the comments. Have you had Green Spot? Have you had the limited edition Green Spot? If you've had a Red Spot, let us know, because that one is genuinely on my buying list, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. Don't forget to hit us up on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at socaldramtram. Links right there, hopefully. And again, if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. Anything else you want to add today, Caesar?
What about you, Matt?
All aboard! Catch you next time. Oh, hey guys. Thanks for sticking around. You the true believers. That's right. You the real ones. Caesar, this is review number 30. It's time to do something special.
Like what?
I think it's time for a giveaway.
Woo! Speaking my language.
That's right. Hey, you guys know we like to do this like a Marvel movie. You got to stay till the end credits. Make sure you did all the work.
That's
Make
right.
sure you saw everything that went into this video. That way, when you know that we're giving away something, we know we're giving it to the real one.
That's right.
Nonetheless, guys, similar to last time that we did this, do us a favor. Go ahead and type giveaway in the comments down there with your comment. And we're going to be giving away a sample of our next review, review number 31. It's something special. You want to give us a little hint of what it is?
It's aged very well. I can say that.
Fantastic. Aged very well. Don't forget, like, share, and subscribe, but type giveaway in the comments down below. And again, guys, this is for U.S. commenters only. Sorry about our international. We're going to get to you. We promise. But right now, it's just a little bit too expensive for our blood. But nonetheless, if you're domestic, be sure you write giveaway in the comments down below. And be sure to tune in next week. Catch you next time. Hey, everybody. Hope you liked that video.
Don't forget to hit that bell for notifications.
And don't forget to subscribe.